this, please. The CEO of Ripple advocates for a U.S. cryptocurrency reserve that encompasses more than simply Bitcoin. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, has talked about the idea of a national digital asset reserve that the U.S. government has suggested. He believes that the reserve should include cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ripple's XRP. This plan goes against the opinions of many people who think Bitcoin should be the only reserve currency. According to Garlinghouse's most recent tweet, the cryptocurrency sector might achieve far more if various cryptocurrencies collaborated instead of competing. He believes that the cryptocurrency sector must stop favoring one coin over another and begin cooperating if it is serious about becoming a major force. According to him, the cryptocurrency industry shouldn't be a zero-sum game where the success of one coin is equal to the downfall of another. Garlinghouse, an advocate for more equitable competition, is the owner of Ethereum, Bitcoin, and XRP. According to him, collaboration rather than competition should be the focus of cryptocurrency's future. He makes a very clear point. Only when different digital assets are allowed to coexist will the industry thrive. According to Garlinghouse, there should be a large number of cryptocurrencies in any digital asset reserve that is supported by the government. Regarding a possible government digital asset reserve, he stated, "I believe it should be diversified. Multiple tokens must be supported, not only cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ripple, or others. Specifically, Ripple has been working with U.S. regulators to ensure that XRP is considered when discussing digital asset reserves. According to Garlinghouse, a fair and balanced reserve can help the cryptocurrency market become larger overall, rather than just for a single coin." Garlinghouse's suggestion has not been accepted by everyone. The reserve should only keep Bitcoin, according to some Bitcoin believers. Pierre Rochard, vice president of Riot Platform, thinks that because Bitcoin is decentralized, it is the only practical choice. Furthermore, he believes that Ripple is aggressively pushing for the inclusion of XRP. Because of its special qualities, even Ryan Selkis of Masari believes that Bitcoin is the ideal cryptocurrency for the reserve. Although the United States is considering creating a national digital asset reserve, it is unclear if it will only store Bitcoin or, as Garlinghouse has suggested, other cryptocurrencies. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, made a humorous comment about recent developments in the cryptocurrency market, specifically with regard to XRP. The cryptocurrency market was relatively calm during the last weekend, Garlinghouse said on X, implying that there was not much movement in the market. He then requested feedback from his more than 1 million X followers on whether anything significant occurred over the weekend. For example, the post has received over 2.3 million views, which is impressive considering how much attention it received in a matter of hours. There have been 322 quotes from Bitcoin aficionados, 15200 likes, and 1,972 reposts. With the recent exciting developments around XRP, several of his admirers accused him of being sarcastic in the post, which also received over 3,000 comments. The CCV Ripple lawsuit, the potential introduction of an XRP reserve, and an XRPF comment from Ripple CEO on XRP ETF coin shares were among of the topics that users were most interested in. A well-known digital asset manager filed an S1 application last Friday, entering the competition for the XRP ETF. The CSC Delaware Trust Company is listed as the product's trustee in the filing. The issuer hasn't disclosed the identity of the transfer agent, administrator, or custodian for the ETF. Nevertheless, accredited investors will be able to trade XRP ETF coin shares on NASDAQ in blocks of 500,000 shares if they are accepted. With 7, the system now has applications for XRP-specific ETFs. XRP Reserve Plan. Over the weekend, speculation of a potential U.S. strategic XRP reserve also grew. Trump fueled this controversy last week by issuing an executive order to establish a presidential working group on digital assets. This group is led by David Sachs, the White House. AI and CryptoCzar have been tasked with creating laws for the cryptocurrency sector in the United States. They must also look at the viability of establishing a national digital asset. The Reserve believes that this could be advantageous for XRP and other assets. Investors believe that if this occurs, other countries will probably join the United States in keeping XRP as a reserve asset, increasing its value and demand. The SEC is being sued by Ripple. Additionally, rumors of a potential settlement in the SEC versus Ripple case grew after Ripple asked the Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit to set a deadline of April 16, 2025, for completing its cross-appeal. Brief. This action implies that Ripple foresees the pro-crypto. Before the reporting deadline, the SEC's top executives will agree to end the protracted disagreement. Despite these positive developments, legal experts like lawyer Jeremy Hogan have said that this is standard practice because the Court of Appeals had previously accepted a similar motion by the SEC. The price of XRP fell below $3 in the early hours of today. The third largest cryptocurrency has experienced a 6% decline in the last day, and it has decreased by 5.17% over the last week. This decline is comparable to the performance of the entire market, which has fallen 5.37% to $3,422 billion. Donald Trump signed an executive order requiring the formation of a government working group to address concerns related to digital assets 3 days after he took office. Discussions within the Bitcoin market have been sparked by this decision. Bitcoin maximalists, who maintain that no strategic reserve should store any cryptocurrency other than Bitcoin, are particularly offended by the directive's suggestion to look into the potential of establishing a digital asset stockpile rather than a reserve holding solely Bitcoin. Although XRP is not specifically mentioned in the ruling, the majority of Bitcoin users have concentrated on the token out of fear that it might be. According to one expert, XRP is the biggest obstacle to the development of a strategic alliance. Pierre Rosar, vice president of research at Riot Platforms, the predominantly blockchain-based stablecoin Blue Chip Money, used the phrase, "A Bitcoin mining business is the SBR's Bitcoin reserve." Raucher claims that Ripple, the largest XRP holder, is squandering millions on political initiatives that challenge Bitcoin's exclusivity. He claimed that during the Biden administration, Ripple had previously attempted to obstruct Bitcoin mining. However, according to Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, the payments startup is making it more likely that it will have a strategic reserve that includes Bitcoin. According to Garlinghouse, this is consistent with President Trump's emphasis on assisting American businesses and technology. Additionally, Raychard's claim that a strategic reserve must reflect the whole cryptocurrency market was contested by a reliable XRPL validator who contended that Bitcoin shouldn't exist on its own. Only Bitcoin maximalists, in the opinion of market observers, would profit by restricting the reserve to Bitcoin. More and more people are disagreeing with the cryptocurrency industry's greater advantages. Wayne Vaughn and other proponents of Bitcoin believe that a strategic reserve should solely contain Bitcoin. A market participant cautioned that if the government added cryptocurrencies like XRP, EUM, or Solana to its balance sheet, the Trump administration would suffer politically. Haley Lennon, one of the partners of the law business, despite the fact that some have claimed that the MicroStrategy relevance of Bitcoin ownership leads to its rejection, Brown, Lednick, and Lennon all agree that cryptocurrencies, assets backed by centralized entities that benefit from their growth, should not be included in a reserve. When asked to distinguish between a strategic reserve and a stockpile, Lennon stated that the latter should only contain Bitcoin lawyers, while the former should only contain cryptocurrencies that have been seized by the government. Jeremy Hogan questioned her reasoning, arguing that since the goal of a reserve is to ensure that there is a supply of digital assets available for emergencies, it is not necessary to exclude other crypto assets. He questioned why centralized